Is this the shit swap? I've heard of said shit swap. Okay, let me break this down for people who don't know what a shit swap is. First, it's funny. And second, it actually does save people's lives.
Wanted.
Shit.
Fecal matter.
Now, you gotta understand, here's the fucked up part. If the bacteria, there is so much bacteria in your gut, like it's the reason that you can digest stuff. And every now and again, people will be on immunosuppressants or antibiotics for a long period of time. And,
Fecal matter from healthy adults with regular...
My childhood tasted like chaos. A beehive after the baseball bat, a broken Ferris wheel. At 8, I was diagnosed a disaster, an incurable catastrophe, an unrepentant shit disturber. I was the kid you did not want in your class. You know, the one who couldn't sit still, couldn't do the drill, didn't fit the bill, never would, never will, until I got the chill pill. Ritalin. Now we're fitting in, paying attention, listening better than it's been. Let's not pretend it's a solution. It's not. Just the best we got because the system's shot. Having attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is like living inside a violently disobedient clock. Seconds slowing into forever. Then jumping into overdrive. Warp 8, Warp 9, Warp 10. Mr. Scott, I need more. Aye, Captain, but I'm afraid she'll blow. Having ADHD is like being an exclamation mark in a world of commas. It's telling the cop, go f*** yourself, because the dial on my rage diminisher is malfunctioning. It's tuning out my wife who's sitting right in front of me, because the fly on the ceiling is walking backwards, and I forgot to call my mom, who was a terrible cook, but I didn't care. I ate so fast, food barely touched my taste buds. I don't know why they call them buds anyway. It's not like they become flowers, or friends, or beer. I remember the first time I took Ritalin. My mental merry-go-round began to slow down, and everyone suddenly started speaking human. But by then, I found my own ways to cope. I went to 5 different high schools, failed every class except gym, drama, and dope smoking. Math was like studying advanced theoretical Klingon, like bungee jumping off the back of a pickup truck. I still don't speak numbers. My adolescent mind was a paper plane in the palm of a hurricane. And ultimately, the only thing school ever taught me was that I wasn't good enough to make the grade. I know my attention fluctuates, but when love calls my name, I focus like the Hubble. I can see God's fingerprints on every flower petal. I remember the cut, color, and texture of that dress you wore the day we met, the saline sweetness of your sweat, and every switchback curve in your beautiful smile. You say living with me is like having a Swedish death metal band in the basement and a drunk kangaroo in the bedroom. But although I can't sit still for more than 3 minutes, I still see forever in your eyes. And though sometimes I don't pay attention, I know exactly how much this love is worth. The world disdains the distracted mind. They prefer us focused on our flat screens, too terrified to imagine a world without drones, war zones, or corporate prisons. But my mind is full of visions so breathtakingly beautiful. My God, I wish you could see them too. I may never be normal. But what is normal in a world of infinite variety? And in the quiet backwaters of my mind, I know I am not damaged. Just different. And isn't being different the one thing we all have in common?
welcome, motherfuckers, to another edition of ADHD Radio. My name is Video Vamp. Joining me in the studio, as always, is Chicken a la Migida motherfucking fingers.
Check, check. That's me.
Yeah, that's him.
Check, check. Oh, the camera's pointed towards you.
Oh, well, you might want to fix that.
Da, 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 da.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Why am I hearing shit? Why am I hearing shit? God damn it, I'm hearing shit, Kevin. I don't know why I'm hearing shit. Are those my headphones? Or is that actually coming through the feed? Let me switch the headphones. This is what I get for getting new fucking headphones. As Kevin is fixing that shit over there, I'm gonna hope and pray that fixing this shit over here means... Hello? 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 Does that mean fixing this shit over here means lo ba 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 ba? What the fuck? My frustration builds with I am inches, Kevin. I'm within inches of going completely digital because I'm so sick of fucking distortion. I'm so sick of it. I can fix delay. I cannot fix fucking distortion. That makes me absolutely fucking out of my mind crazy.
Hey, there I am.
There he is. There he is. Motherfucker!
Fuck. Fuckity fuck. I sound pretty good.
Yes, Kevin, that's what makes me crazy. This is the fun part. You sound perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to disconnect all of the compression. I basically have to turn everything off, and then it still doesn't quite sound right on this microphone, even though our signal chains are completely identical.
Identical.
And yes, that makes me fucking nuts.
You sound pretty good, though.
Yeah, because there's nothing in the signal chain. I just ripped out the entire signal chain.
Okay.
So yeah, that does make me fucking crazy. So right now there's no gate, there's no compression, there's no vocal anything, like, all the shit that one has a studio for. And I think it has to do with my compressor. But I don't know, and I don't necessarily feel like spending another $600 to find out. That's the bitch of this whole thing. So, welcome, motherfuckers, to another edition of ADHD Radio. My name is Jason, and he is Chicken Figures a la Kevin. And we are coming to you live from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I am inches from going completely digital because I'm so sick of stupid shit like that. Okay. What do you have, Kevin, before I fucking, choke a bitch?
Man.
Your camera's way too low. Look at your chin. Yeah, see? You can either raise your seat or lower your camera.
Okay, we'll keep going.
All right. Well, I guess I'll completely complain about signal chaining because, that makes for great content. Let me tell you the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth thing that I hate about an analog signal that is only a hybrid analog signal. God, where to start? This is not hesitation because it's a lack of things to say. It's too many things to say too quickly. Analog is the only way to have no delay. Live effects are the only way to do analog. It makes me absolutely crazy when I can't monitor a live feed, and a delay, even an imperceptibly small delay, becomes very obvious when you do radio and you put on headphones. So it personally makes me absolutely crazy when there's even a subtle delay. And the problem with analog or digital mixers, like the video mixer that's down here, is that there is an inherent delay. There's no way to do analog to digital and then digital to analog without some delay. So they all claim that the delay is so small you won't be able to tell. As far as I can tell from my own research, and which means putting on headphones and figuring out what annoys me, the standards are, in general, even a good person cannot differentiate a 20 millisecond delay. Keep in mind, 20 milliseconds is 21 thousandths of a second. To put that in perspective, the video you're watching is 30 frames a second. So if you basically take a second and then divide it by 30, what you end up with is 1 second divided by 30. So 1/30th of a second. That is 0.033333. 20 milliseconds is 21 thousandths. So if you take 20 and divide it by 1,000th, that is 0.02. I would argue that based on my own test, and it's hard to do double blind. In fact, by definition, it's impossible to do double blind on yourself by yourself, because that would be only single blind. But at the end of the day, what I have found is it makes me crazy if I even perceive a delay in an effects chain. So to that end, the studio has to be both analog and digital. The analog part is the audio, and the digital part is the video.
It's a video.
And as long as the two are in sync, when it comes out as a podcast and it comes out over the live stream, which again, by the way, the chats are open. You can go to YouTube/ADHD Radio, Twitch/ADHD Radio, Facebook, NHB Radio, or NHB Live, I don't remember. Let's see, Mixer, I think we got kicked off because they for some reason think that we broadcast adult content.
Oh.
Like porn, not normal adult content, but they downright like got rid of my streaming account.
When we were playing that Hulk Hogan porn?
I don't care what it was. We do not broadcast.
Oh, yeah, brother. Hulkster's giving it to her.
Oh, wait a minute. What about chat roulette? But then again, I think last time we went to chat roulette because we wanted to see if it was still the case that, that was just basically where you saw dicks.
It's still dicks.
Oh yeah. No, that's not what I was getting at. My point was simpler than that. Maybe we broadcasted dick by accident.
Oh.
Maybe that's why Mixer shut us down.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't remember.
Mixer kind of sounds like a gay dating app. Like MIXR, like Mixer.
Is that...
Oh my god, did you swipe me on Mixer?
I think that's possibly because there are more gay dating apps than straight dating apps.
Maybe. Boy ahoy.
Then again, I've never ventured to count, so I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, glad you fixed it. There's Kevin's video feed, and it looks just right. Now, if we can only figure out how to get that green screen up behind you, we could actually do some fun shit with backgrounds.
The Tucker Fire in California is 11,000 acres? Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Now they're saying 13,000 acres.
That's
largest
no good.
blaze in California this year.
That's very not good.
Very not nice.
Yep, I'm going to file that whole thing under very not nice.
Why don't they just call it the Fucker Fire? Like you just change one letter.
I don't know. Maybe
I will.
Maybe the Fucker Fire was taken.
The Fucker Fire in Modoc County has burned nearly 13,000 acres with no reported containment, making it the largest wildfire in California this year so far.
Yay.
It's a record. Officials with CAL FIRE and U.S. Forest Service said the fire started in rural northeastern California on Sunday afternoon off California Highway 139 and Tucker Butte Road. Tucker Butte.
They said butt.
Fucker Butte Road.
Fucker Butte Road.
About 6 miles southwest of Clear Lake Reservoir. The fire, which is believed to have been caused by unintentionally by humans, oh no,
Nah, we never do that.
grew 10,000 acres in one day. The latest reported acreage of the blaze is 12,973 acres, making it the biggest active fire currently burning in the States and the largest in California so far in 2019.
Lovely.
While no homes are threatened, have been issued a warning that they will be contacted if any evacuation is necessary. If they do need to evacuate the butt, they probably should. Just, you'll feel a lot better if you evacuate your butt.
If you evacuate your butt,
The coyote butt. Let the coyote take a shit, please.
can somebody please just let the coyote take an ever-loving shit? Yeah, we at the Bureau feel that coyotes taking shits should absolutely be within their constitutional rights.
So they're trying to keep everything out of the fire's way and blah, blah, blah. But it's a big fucking fire, man. Fires have burned more than 37,472 acres of land in California per Cal Fires. Wow.
That is a fair bit of fire. Not gonna lie.
That's crazy. Does never bring fireworks to a campsite. Yeah, no shit. No shit, Sherlock.
My favorite is that the vast majority of forest fires, aside from natural causes, are caused by controlled burns. Controlled burns. The Forest Service needs to get better at controlling their controlled burns. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, straight away. So, yeah. I mean, I guess it's neither here nor there, but it's a constant annoyance of mine. What else you got?
John Dillinger's body will be exhumed from an Indiana cemetery.
All right. Who's John Dillinger again? The name rings a bell.
Gangster, yes.
That's what I thought. But I don't really know anything other than gangster.
Well, CNN's about to tell us.
Sweet.
Gangster John Dillinger's body will be exhumed from an Indiana cemetery.
Okay.
John Dillinger and his gang killed more than 10 men in violent robberies in banks and police arsenals, according to the FBI.
Okay.
The body of John Dillinger, the notorious American gangster who operated during the Great Depression, is set to be exhumed from his resting place in an Indiana cemetery.
Okay.
On July 3rd, the Indiana State Department of Health approved an application submitted by Dillinger's nephew, Michael Thompson. Dillinger's body will be exhumed and reinterred by September 16th at the Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, according to the permit.
Why?
I don't know. I guess we're getting into that. There's his headstone there. John H. Dillinger Jr.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Thompson's application did not specify for the exhumation, nor did he respond to requests for comment. Oh. Born in Indianapolis in 1903, Dillinger was a notorious and vicious thief who ran a gang that terrorized the Midwest from 1933 to 1934, says the FBI. The gang killed at least 10 people, staged violent robberies in bank, police arsenals, and 3 jailbreaks, according to the FBI. Wow, 3 jailbreaks.
Count 'em 3, motherfuckers.
Dillinger was awaiting trial on murder charges when he escaped prison. He died in July 22nd, 1934 in Chicago as he left a movie with his girlfriend and was apprehended by authorities. He was killed by FBI agents
Oh, he didn't
as he
die
tried
via
to reach
Tommy
for
gun.
his pistol.
At least, okay, well, fair enough. He died at least being at least moderately gangster.
Well, it sounds to me like he wants him buried in Indianapolis, yes.
Well, but who cares? This far afterwards, who cares?
It's probably going to be like, it's John Dillinger's grave. Now go to John Dillinger's grave shaved ice shop.
John Dillinger's Grave Shaved Ice Shop.
And Jamba Juice.
The Grave Shave.
Ice and Jamba Juice.
Yeah, isn't it hot in this hot Midwestern shit town?
Police
who cares?
Popped woman who peed on potatoes at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds fun.
Yeah, do it.
It's going to take a second to load. Let's see. NewYorkPost.com. You gotta love the New York Post.
Yeah, it's a fucking rag. It's the rag of the internet.
It's bullshit, rag, crappity.
Yeah.
They're the only ones with the nuts to be like, Trump sucks. Big letters.
Well, that's because they've spent years feuding with him.
Here she is, the woman who peed on potatoes at Walmart.
Class act.
She looks kind of cute.
Oh, God. We will never agree in taste on taste in women.
That's the wrong kind of fertilizer, lady. Da-dum, boom.
That's not fertilizer. Like, can we just get that
Police
out
have
there?
nabbed a woman who peed in a bin of potatoes at a Western Pennsylvania Walmart last Wednesday. A store employee spotted the tot mama in the act, immediately notified law enforcement. The curly-haired woman was captured on surveillance video entering the store, and the West Mifflin Borough Police Department posted screen grabs to its Twitter and website. Identification assistance, Walmart incident. Cops captioned the images in a call to the community for help to identify the woman.
Mm-hmm.
The shamed Spud Soaker,
Spud Soaker,
a.k.a. Grace Brown, 20 years old, turned herself in Tuesday.
Okay, why?
She was identified, West Mifflin Police Chief Anthony Topolanak says. The post saying the woman came to the police station with her attorney and admitted that it was her in the video. The Allegheny County District Attorney's Office was contacted and recommends Brown be charged with criminal mischief, open lewdness, disorderly conduct, and public drunkenness.
All right.
This type of obscene conduct is outrageous, and we immediately disposed of the affected products and sanitized the area to ensure its cleanliness and safety to our customers, said Walmart. Yeah, I'm sure you did. This distasteful story comes a week after a woman was filmed licking and returning ice cream to Texas's Walmart shelves, and what she was ID'd just days after Indiana teens were spotted spitting into sodas and putting them back in the convenience store fridge. Oh, Jesus. Grace Brown turned herself in to West Mifflin Police after learning that she was wanted for urinating on potatoes inside Walmart. And look, she's kind of pretty.
I just don't know what you're seeing there. Don't get it. I mean, don't know what you see in her. It's okay. We don't
Those
have
golden fries and eat some golden showers.
No, they don't need anything.
Sure they do. Go pee on that.
Maybe they should just take the potatoes that are like, crappy potatoes to begin with. Take those potatoes and, like, how about the potatoes that sprout yet another potato? Those employees should be allowed to pee on in the employee lounge. Like,
Go pee on those.
I'd be totally for that. Like, that I could completely get behind. The rest of it, yeah, not so much. What else you got?
Trump opened the door for every racist. Yes, he did.
Yes, let's do him a favor and stop talking about it. Because I'm sick of it. People are so fucking predictable. Like, it's like, there, don't you see? He's really good at pissing people off. That's not a superpower.
Wow.
Really, it's just not.
So some fucking redneck put up a billboard of AOC.
I don't know what AOC is.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Okay.
Fixing to bring it up here. This is from Fox News, I guess. North Carolina gun shop billboard mocks the squad, quote unquote, as idiots.
All right.
I was trying to look for a better, but I guess we have sound and video on this.
Okay. Well, let's see if it's crap or not. Got it?
Oh, this is stupid.
Okay, this is fucking retarded. There's no sound on this. In fact, we're gonna just turn off that sound because that's some bullshit. I don't need to hear what she says. That's stupid.
This is like even the wrong story.
Imagine that. Somebody got it wrong.
Well, they're just trying to do a couple different stories here at the same time. I think this is news just for the president. Okay, so there's the lady peeing on the potatoes.
Potato Pia. She's a potato Pia.
Okay, so she's not that hot.
Thank God. I'm glad you've
On
come.
my birthday, she decided to pee
Okay.
on the potatoes.
Have I just not told you happy birthday yet? Keep bringing this up. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Thank you.
Please call in, everybody. Kevin needs to be wished a happy birthday that does not involve him getting, that does not involve him going to Carlsbad Caverns, because apparently that was not a pleasant experience.
It was all right.
I mean, didn't seem like it when you
It was really hot.
when you regaled us all with like, you know, the
You mean you? Just you?
yes, by us I mean me.
The royal we?
The royal we. Can we talk about the new prime minister? Oh boy, because he's a fun job of fun fuck. Do this story. I'm just realizing that I'm thirsty and I didn't get anything to drink.
So did Theresa May step down or what?
Yes.
Duh, duh, duh.
Yeah, we'll cover that after the story that you're about to read. All you?
Okie dokie. There's a couple in here. When not just any Motel 6 will do, check into the Haneda Excel Hotel Tokyo, near Tokyo's airport, and ask for the superior cockpit room. Along with 2 beds, a bathroom, and a table, the room features a full Boeing 737-800 flight simulator that offers guests the experience of piloting a full-size jet. According to United Press International, the room rents for $234 per night. But for a 90-minute simulator session with an expert, guests have to cough up another $277. This simulator cannot be used without supervision. The room became available for booking on July 18th. That's nice.
What did I miss?
You can get the superior cockpit room at a hotel in Tokyo.
Yeah, don't care.
You just want the superior man cock room.
Man kick.
That's some cock.
Man kick.
General Charles Etienne Goudin of Napoleon Bonaparte's favorite generals. I thought this said favorite genitals.
Yes.
I was just skimming and I was like, Napoleon's favorite genitals.
Like you do.
These are top 5 Napoleon greatest genitals. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Gross.
Okay, favorite generals was killed by a cannonball on August 22nd, 1812, during the failed French invasion of Russia. Posthumously, he got the Star treatment, a street named after him in Paris, his name carved into the Arc de Triomphe, and his heart removed and brought home to be placed on Paris's cemetery chapel. But on July 6th, Reuters reported, a team of archaeologists found what they believed to be are his remains buried, ironically, beneath the foundation of a dance floor.
All right.
In Smolensk, Russia.
Okay.
Their first clue? Gudin had got one of his legs below the knee in battle. And indeed, the skeleton was missing its left leg. Scientists will compare the skeleton's DNA with the living descendants of Gudin's to confirm that suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
So the Russians have been dancing on his grave.
I guess.
Forever.
I mean, isn't that like what Russians are supposed to do?
This is what he is in Smolensk. Smolensk. We dance on him, this fucker. Hey, bitch. You are Napoleon's bitch, yes? Get your back up off the wall.
Get your back up off the wall.
Now that they can listen to new music.
Right. I mean,
we love the Supremes.
I suppose you could
And
call
you're
it
James
that.
Brown, yes?
No, James Brown, yes.
He says, get up, get on up.
Get on up. I love this modern American music. Mm-hmm.
Get up off that thing.
Get up off of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told me I have soul just like James Brown.
Right.
Got to get up with get down, yeah?
God, it's fucking awful.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell me awful. We dance on your grave for days.
And it was great.
200 years we dance on your grave till someone figured this out.
It was fantastic, too.
Who are they going to put in jail? Like 200-year-olds?
I don't know.
Police are looking for two people who are now 235 years old.
Like, that's kind of what I'm after here. What's the point?
We live forever and dance on your grave, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
Dodgeball assault charge? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I kind of love it. Gotta say, I kind of love the idea of a dodgeball assault charge. Not even sure how I could lie about it. What you got?
Oh, just looking and looking.
Dodgeball assault charge.
Dodgeball while black. They say that
what?
they unfairly targeted the black kid while they were playing dodgeball.
As never the black kid, I got targeted at dodgeball. I feel like that's
didn't everybody?
Isn't that the point of
the
dodgeball?
game of dodgeball is?
Right, that's exactly what I'm after. Like that's a funny thing to say, 'cause that's how it works.
Hashtag dodgeball while black. I guess we have to read the story now.
I suppose.
10-year-old black boy charged with a crime for playing volleyball. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's not cool.
The latest case of what apparently you cannot do and be black in this country.
Mm-hmm.
A 10-year-old black child is facing an assault charge because he allegedly hit another child, yes, a white child, in the face while playing a game of dodgeball. The black child's mom, Kamishi Lindley, told WXYZ 7 Action News Detroit.
Uh-huh.
WXYZ.
Uh-huh.
7 Action News Detroit. That she almost couldn't believe it when she got a call last week from Wayne County Juvenile Court.
Okay.
The official at the other line told her that her 10-year-old son was going to be charged with aggravated assault regarding what happened during the game at his high school in April 29th. Lindley described her son and the other boy were playing at Ruth Erickson Elementary School in Kenton, Michigan, as a type of dodgeball where one of the balls are thrown in the air. According to WXYZ, the report indicates that the student was struck in the face with the ball by Lindley's son, hit that child on purpose. The mother of the struck child told WXYZ that her son had a medical condition that makes head injuries especially dangerous. Oh, I'm sure he does.
Oh, what the fuck ever. Show me a mother who's like, fuck yeah, clock him in the noggin.
He sustained facial tissue damage to his face. He had a black eye and a bruised nose.
I believe the only
medical
condition
records showed her child also suffered a concussion.
The only condition that a mother could claim makes her child more susceptible to head injury is having a soft fucking head.
Lindley said that her son received 1 day of suspension for the rough play, and she told reporters that she thought that was the end of it. She was incredulous that her child is now facing a criminal charge over the game. A pretrial conference is set for Thursday. These kids are basically playing a game that we've all played. Yeah, they are.
That's right. So
The other
why are you all wound up
mother-
about it?
She wanted neither nor her child to be named, said her son had been targeted before and that she had reported to the school in mid-April. Prior to the April 29th incident, my son was hit twice in the face with a ball previous to this. The child apologized to my son, and my son said, "Mom, it's okay. We're still going to be friends." She said April 29th was the final straw, and that
It's
she
the
worried
final
about her
straw.
kids' safety. For her and her child's part, Lindley told the news station that neither she nor her son was aware of the other child's medical condition,
Nobody cares.
and that she is sorry the other child was hurt.
Your soft-headed child. Seriously, tell me which mother is not going to be like all up in arms because someone threw a ball at the kid's head.
Right.
No mother, like, your mom would have to be dead because, in fact, according to my mother, all parents spend the first 10 years of a child's life making sure the child doesn't accidentally die. So it is kind of ingrained in like the job description of being a parent. Anyway, you were saying?
How was the kid allowed to play if he had a condition anyway?
Yeah, there's your failure, you fucking cunt. Yeah, I said it. Your mom's a cunt.
Making this little boy look out to be a criminal just because he threw the dodgeball at his head is a little fucking much, guys.
Exactly my point. Fuck you, lady, and the horse you rode in on.
And then they're like, well, the punishment for black kids is worse than the punishment for white kids. Unfortunately,
Okay, that's
yes,
a separate
it is.
discussion. And fuck you, you're still a cunt. I'm gonna just lay that out there because it's true. Fucking cunt. Yeah, fucking cunt. I do feel better now.
Okay.
What else you got?
79 and sentenced to jail for feeding stray cats? What the fuck?
But that's what old people do. That's not okay.
In a town with the same name as a famous fictional cat, the 79-year-old woman is sentenced to jail time for feeding cats, but the story is a little less straightforward than you would believe. Nancy Segula of Garfield Heights, Ohio. Oh, God. Garfield Heights.
Oh yeah, got it. I got it. Okay, I'm like, why
That
is
the animals started showing
Yeah, I
up
got it.
a few years after neighborhood moved away and left its cats. Being a cat lover, she was worried about them, and so she started making them all lasagna. All the time.
in Garfield Heights?
And yeah,
Okay, now I got it.
no, but she just fed them. It wasn't lasagna, but Garfield wishes that it was lasagna.
Oh, okay, you made that part up. Okay.
Oh, could I get some lasagna?
Yeah, that is a complete construct. Cats.
It may not seem like a big deal, but it's something people do across the country, and it's illegal to feed stray cats or dogs in Garfield Heights.
What about pigeons? Can old men get in trouble for that too?
Neighbors complained and called the animal warden, and Segula said that she started receiving citations for the offense in 2017. However, the law director, Tim Riley, disputes the claim and said she started receiving citations in 2015 and has received more than 4 over the past 4 years. This was not her first conviction. Segula was convicted after her first citation in 2015 and was sentenced to 2 years of probation in 2017 after various citations, including having too many animals and not disposing of the waste that was often found in her neighbor's yard. She was told not to feed strays anymore, but she says that request was ignored. He says the request was ignored. At a probation hearing in May, she received all 10-day jail sentence that was suspended with the understanding that she would no longer feed the animals.
Yeah, that worked.
The most recent citation asked her to appear in the court after complaints came in about the animals. She admitted feeding the cats and was sentenced to jail time starting August 11th for contempt of court.
Okay.
Riley said 22 cats have been removed from Segula's home. That's too many cats.
That's way too many cats.
However, Segula is getting another day in court. Garfield Heights Municipal Court Judge Jennifer Weiler was supposed to hear the case last week, but was away, and the magistrate took over. Weiler told WJW she has ordered a new hearing so she can hear both sides.
Okay.
Does the punishment fit the crime? Dun, dun.
And more importantly, does anybody give a fuck?
Segula's family was shocked and upset when they first found that she had been sentenced. I'm sure people hear about things that happen downtown in that jail, and they're going to let my 79-year-old mother go there. Segula also thinks that the punishment is too severe for simply helping animals.
The inmates will fucking love her. She'll crochet for them.
There's so many people out there doing bad things, and my mom's just feeding cats. Yeah, pretty much.
That's right.
Our department and the city as a whole recognize that there are many passionate about animals and pets in general, and we are also aware that many do not feel the same way. The city's intention was only to enforce the city ordinance and alleviate a nuisance situation. I don't know. 22 cats, lady? That's a little much. And then it looks like she doesn't let them in the house, because look at her couch. It's not jacked.
Right.
There's not fucking hair everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
And see, there was... First, it started with one cat, and
well,
on
that's
the weekends,
that's how cat ladies are made. That's how it works.
You can't wait to get out on Friday and go
catting.
Feed a cat.
Go catting. Like, and the minute you go catting,
I just
like
did
that's
it every once in a while.
You're fucked.
just a few times.
Yeah,
I can stop any time.
I can stop any time. My God, is 31 cats really too many? Jail seems a little bit...
Before she knew it, she was feeding the cats 24 hours a day.
Oh, man. I've heard that from meth heads.
7 days a week.
She's chasing the dragon.
I would tell the judge I would be afraid that they would eat me at this point if I didn't feed them.
In this case, like, the dragon just happens to have a tail and 4 paws and an adorable demeanor. But she's still chasing the dragon. It just happens to be a feline dragon.
They should go and they should take 17 cats to the pound and be done with this. Like, she doesn't need to go into jail or anything. Like, that's ridiculous. It'd be like, hey, you can keep 4 of these, 4 or 5 of them. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have all these cats. In Albuquerque, you're only supposed to have 2 cats, I believe, but I'm not sure on that one how many you're supposed to have.
I mean, that sounds like a law that has never been followed.
When you're overbreeding, it is. When people figure out that you're overbreeding them,
breeding is different, but so that sounds like bad law design. So the point isn't to eliminate cat ladies; it's like eliminating puppy farms, right?
Let's look this up.
All right, to the web. We're gonna find out.
How many cats can you legally own in New Mexico? Look, it's already figuring it out for me. Thanks, Google.
Thanks, Google. You're a real pal.
The ordinance allows Albuquerque residents to own 6 pets, no more than 4 dogs.
I mean, that sounds insanely fair.
Is it legal to own a monkey in New Mexico? No monkeys allowed.
No way.
In 2012, 19 states had outright bans on private monkey ownership. They are California, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, and Wyoming.
Huh. Interesting.
So if you're in New York,
no monkeys for
you. No monkeys for you. And you can't even go to Jersey and do monkeys. But if you're in Tennessee, good to go. It's okay to have a monkey in Memphis, apparently.
Monkeys
Is it legal
are
to
welcome.
own a wolf in New Mexico? Private ownership of wolf hybrids is illegal in some states,
Good luck proving it.
but apparently you can own them in New Mexico. Yes, that's a thing. What is the best monkey to have as a pet?
Who cares?
You probably shouldn't have a chimpanzee as a pet because they're stronger than you.
Okay.
Just throwing that one out there.
Well, you realize that just about all monkeys, even spider monkeys, are freakishly strong.
How much does a finger monkey cost? Finger monkeys, also called pocket monkeys, pygmy marmosets, are tiny monkeys that fly between, that are 5 to 6 inches in size. They are of a few species of monkey that are allowed to live as domesticated pets in some states. Typically, finger monkeys cost $1,500 to $4,000 each.
That is not a small amount of money. I thought you were talking about sugar gliders at first, which of course are rodents and not monkeys. So that, you know, that kind of makes more sense to me. Well, that answers that. Not sure what else to say about it. Ugh. I feel dirty for some reason.
Dirty.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just my normal me. Who knows? Nah, no, it's the fucking monkey legislation. It's that terrible, terrible monkey, what are they called? What do people always complain about? Where you give somebody money and lobbyists. It's that damn monkey lobby again.
It says if you have an animal, it's supposed to be microchipped. They don't really enforce that, but it's supposed to be.
We don't have enough money to hire the police that we need based on our population. And I would argue it's not just a lack of budget. People also don't want to be police. Because, you know, snitches get stitches, right?
Right.
Right. Well, that is so intertwined in the culture in New Mexico that not only that, nobody wants to even be a police officer. Like, it's actually a real thing that people just refuse to do. Which is bonkers, but whatever. I'm running a firmware update. Kevin's looking at the latest from Twitter. It's a fucking dog.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking schnauzer. Goddamn schnauzers.
A. Janice Yeager, 49, of Dixon, Illinois, was arrested on July 9th as she motored toward a home with an inflated kiddie pool on the roof of her SUV. CBS 2 Chicago reported that Dixon police officers had pulled Yeager over after being alerted that there were 2 children in the pool. Oh, Jesus
I was
Christ.
wondering when you were going to get to, like, the fun part.
Yeager police told her that she had took the pool to a friend's house to inflate it and that her daughter's bride inside it hold it down on their drive home. Yeager was charged with 2 counts of endangering the health or life of a child and 2 counts of reckless conduct.
There are just so many ways that really just should never be.
The pool on top of the car or some shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is incredibly terrible.
Are you ready for like a 5-minute break, something like that? I know we're like...
You can't spend another 20 minutes with the peoples?
Well, I can. If we do like a 5-minute break, then we can have 20 minutes.
Oh, Lord. Okay, if you want, hang on a sec. I got to load it because we're barely doing an hour-long show. Let's see. Broadcast.
Democratic debate tonight. Dana. Invite all your rowdy friends for the Democratic to bed tonight.
Mm.
You can play a drinking game. Every time Bernie says millionaires and billionaires, corporate fat cats.
Yeah,
You take a drink.
you could.
Every time Bernie says prescriptions should be cheaper, you take a drink.
Take a drink. All right, more of ADHD Radio right after this. Like, that's the problem. So
I need a pencil and I need some powder.
okay, well, you really want to put
Or
stage...
if anybody wants to do my makeup before the show.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but, like, you're not... Do you really want to wear stage makeup just for this show? I hope not. I sincerely hope not.
No, I'm thinking for my Friday shows at the theater.
Well, okay.
But not full stage makeup. Like, I don't need eyeliner and all that shit.
Fuck guyliner. I'm sorry.
I just need some powder on my head so it's not shiny. And I need, like, a little bit of pencil on my eyebrows.
I think guyliner is the lamest thing of all lame things.
Right? Okay, so we were talking... Sam says that dude's name is Charlie.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure where her fucking info comes from, but she says this man's name is Charlie.
I don't know.
Titles that were included in the boxes that he has lost.
Okay.
Frisky Business.
All right.
Guessing that's a parody of Risky Business.
I'm guessing you're right.
And Big Bad Grannies.
Big Bad Grannies.
I mean, sometimes you're in the mood for, like, an older lady.
Right. Sometimes you just want to see grannies fuck.
Wow, are you 80?
Are you 80?
You can do Big Bad Granny 17.
You can do Big Bad Granny 17.
He might have had the whole anthology. We don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not impossible. It's just incredibly frightening.
Frisky Business and Big Bad Grannies. And this is where the first came from, New York Times. That's where I read it a couple days ago.
Ugh.
I'm gonna sue your shit. Getting rid of my porno.
That is all kinds of frightening.
Fucking bastards.
All kinds of frightening.
And the fox is fake.
And the goddamn fox is fake.
Paramedic Natalie Kunicki,
Okay.
23, was lying in bed watching a movie in her London flat
As you do.
when she stretched her neck and heard a loud crack.
Okay.
Thinking nothing of it, she went to sleep, but soon realized she couldn't move her left leg.
Uh-oh.
I got up and I tried to walk to the bathroom, and I was swaying everywhere. I looked down and realized I wasn't moving my left leg at all, and then I fell to the floor.
That sounds like you're going to have a bad day.
Kunicki told The Sun. She called an ambulance, and a CT scan confirmed that she had had a stroke.
Ooh, that's no good.
When her neck cracked, it caused her vertebral artery to burst.
Vertebral artery, yes.
Yikes. Sending a clot to her brain and triggering the stroke.
Ew.
Kunicki spent a month in the hospital where she regained mobility on her left side. Doctors hope she can return to work in at least 12 months. 23 years old, cracked her neck, caused a stroke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I'm cracking my neck. I got no stroking.
I don't think the crack caused the stroke.
And crack caused a clot, which caused the stroke.
It must have dislodged the clot. I don't think it could have, like, I don't know, maybe.
When her neck cracked, it caused her vertebral artery to burst, sending a clot to her brain and triggering the stroke. Wow.
That is just straight up bonkers.
I mean, your parents tell you don't crack your neck.
Right. Well, that's true.
That must be why.
Yeah, that's definitely why.
That's a good... When my son cracks his neck, I can go, hey, look at this.
Yeah, look at this. You don't have a stroke, do you? Do you? Well, maybe you do, but, you know, doesn't matter because you're dead or you're in rehab permanently.
Brandon Corey Lee Croy, 26, of Greenwood, South Carolina.
Okay.
Really wanted to get rid of his neighbor.
All right.
In March 2018, the New York Times reported the FBI was tipped off that LaCroix had contacted an unidentified white supremacist group and asked them to kill his African-American neighbor and hang him from a tree and leave a cross burning in his yard. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, just fucking lovely.
An FBI agent posing as a hitman got in touch with LaCroix, who offered $500 for the killing and told the agent that he was planning to take over the neighbor's property. As soon as LaCroix made a $100 down payment,
Oh, come on.
he was taken into custody. On April 12th, LaCroix pleaded guilty to the murder for hire charge and was sentenced to 10 years prison and 3 years supervision. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's, I'm going to go out on a limb and just say that's no good.
What a dumb fuck.
That is some serious dumb fuckery. Like, no way around it.
Lee Martin says, you know, if God had intended us to wander around without any clothes, we would have been born that way. Yeah, well.
I mean, maybe.
And there we have our stereotypical Walmart shopper, says Moonshine. Yeah, very much.
I guess that's true. Kevin, I sent you the link of my source, and Rye's writing in, see, crack kills. By the way, Rye, if you want to call in, you can. I got the phones working.
The lure of computers means Americans are sitting more than before.
Surprise, surprise.
Despite the growing alarm about the harmful effects of sitting too much, Americans are sitting more than they are in the past, in part because people are spending more leisure time in front of the computer.
All right.
And also on their phones and tablet. And
Right.
the association between lots of sitting and bad health is now well established, but there hasn't been a lot of data of how sedentary Americans actually are, says Ying Chao,
Okay.
a cancer epidemiologist at Washington University in St. Louis and co-author of a study published today in the Journal of American Medical Association.
Okay.
By analyzing from the National Health Nutrition Examination Survey,
Okay.
Chow and her team found that both adults and teens, the total time sitting increased by an hour per day from 2007 to 2016. That's a lot.
That is a whole lot.
From 6.4 hours to 8.2 hours, that is more than an hour.
That is not a small number.
The amount of time spent sitting and watching television or videos was generally stable between 2001 and 2016, or at least 2 hours a day. But as time went on, people of all age groups reported spending more of their leisure time sitting while using the computer.
Okay.
By 2016, half of all adults reporting doing this for at least an hour a day, up 29% in 2003. This was true of 57% of teens, up from 53%. People work indoors more than ever before, and this may have caused also the change in their leisure time activity as well. Though using computers is now a common leisure activity, that may not have been the case in the past when computers were less ubiquitous.
Okay.
Chow adds that people may not be aware that sitting too much can be dangerous, especially since there's no clear intervention.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what's the takeaway on all this? Don't rush to spend $1,000 on a fancy new standing desk, but if you can, take a minute to stand up and go on a nice walk outside.
Yeah, and don't crack your neck while you're at it.
Yeah, no shit.
God, that sucks.
Go find that fox, man.
Yeah. What did the fox say? Doesn't matter. The fox is dead.
Anybody see the fox say, yeah?
Yeah.
That fox gonna give me money.
And fox gonna give me money.
If I find the fox, that means I get 10,000 gold doubloons.
Yeah. I'm sure. Why not? That is all kinds of frightening.
Breastfeeding, co-sleeping, and marriage happiness.
Okay.
This sounds interesting. Having a kid won't kill your marriage, says Vox.com.
Okay.
Other parenting truths debunked. In her new book, Crib Sheet, economist Emily Oster corrects several common misconceptions about parenting.
All right.
Babies are cute and cuddly.
Uh-huh.
But their arrival also prompts a barrage of stressful decisions that have to be made fast. What's the birthing plan? How long will you breastfeed? To sleep train or not? Daycare, nanny, or stay-at-home parent? On and on it goes.
On and on it goes.
Emily Oster, a professor of economics at Brown University, found herself overwhelmed by the decision onslaught which she had her first child. It's hard to be thoughtful about any one of the choices, she says. She said, because there's always another urgent parenting question wanting to be answered.
Okay.
So Oster decided to tour research on parenting in her new book, Crib Sheet. just as she did for her best-selling 2014 book on pregnancy, Expecting Better.
Okay.
She used her skills as an economist to parse data and create decision trees.
Of course she did.
Oh my Jesus.
ADHD on the air.
Hello, boys.
Hi, Rye.
What's up, Rye?
I finally get through.
Yeah, sorry. I had to do a Windows update.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was
Wait, you have a Windows machine?
yeah. I have a Windows machine. I have a laptop like way in the
Fill
corner.
my heart.
Oh yeah, that laptop that has run Skype forever is still in the studio and it still runs Skype.
Wow. Color me shocked.
That's
I actually just had to replace my mom's laptop here recently. Her hard drive finally died after 10 years.
After 10 years? Wow.
Yep.
Well, color me impressed. So what's new, Rye?
Not much. I apparently missed something at the last show.
Okay,
'Cause
what?
I had to disappear.
Oh.
I don't know. You had asked if I had heard a certain part, and I was like, no, I haven't gone back.
Oh, yes. Yes. Do you remember the Girl Scout cookie story?
Girl Scout cookie story.
Okay, let me clue you in. You ordered Girl Scout cookies. Welcome back to ADHD Bigot a Motherfucking Radio. I'm your host, Video Fucking Vamp. He's your co-host, Chicken a la me and a motherfucking fingers. And that is how we do that with the this and the that. Yeah, we said 5 minutes and it wasn't 5 minutes, but guess what? 5-minute breaks don't exist. It takes 5 minutes to, go on break. So, that's just how it is. For better or for worse, motherfuckers. What you got, motherfucker?
The people in the United Arab Emirates want to take a iceberg from Alaska.
Of course they do, because it wasn't bad enough when they decided they wanted a place to have yachts.
So they could have drinking water, apparently.
Oh, hide behind the humanitarian in everybody. An iceberg. Right, because that's not going to fuck up global warming.
No,
I got a better idea. Move out of the fucking desert!
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, how hard is that? Move out of the desert. Problem solved. Fucking tools. Anyway.
Nearly a year after Chef Jiwoo Bin Yang.
Yes.
Zhu Bin Wang.
Yes.
Have Zhu Bin Wang?
Me, Ben Wang? Maybe.
33 was found dead in his room above China Chef Carry-Out Restaurant in Brockenhurst, Hampshire, England.
Mm-hmm.
Police are still trying to figure out how he died. Metro News reported. He apparently suffered a forceful blow to the head, and officials first lingered Zhu Longguo, a colleague at the restaurant who admitted to striking Wang with a ladle during an altercation. A ladle was seized from there and there was a thorough investigation. Detective Constable Brad Wineless reported at an inquest in July 11th. But the coroner could not make a definite determination. I do not accept that there is a clear causal link between the admitted blow with the ladle and the death of Mr. Wang.
Evidence of absence is not absence of evidence. Fucking British people, just say what you mean.
He probably hit him with a bat.
And what if he did?
When the alarm went off at 12:40 a.m. on July 11th at Seminole Heights Baptist Church in Tampa, Florida, Pastor Brant Adams, 40, was alerted and grabbed his handgun.
All right.
He arrived at the scene just minutes later, spying a man rifling through the desk in a food pantry in the church.
Cool.
The intruder noticed Adams had started approaching him, so Adams drew his gun and ordered him to hit the floor, which he did. I said, "Dude, what are you doing?" Adams told the Tampa Bay Times. Adams held the man, Miguel Otero Rivera, 49, at gunpoint until police arrived, who arrested him and charged him with burglary When police led Otero Rivera out, he told the pastor, I'm sorry. For his part, Adams was just glad no one was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought I'd pull a gun on someone, he said. Hope the gentleman gets the help that he needs. Oh. Isn't that nice? Break into a church and he's like, well, I hope you get help, son, but I can't help you.
Gators.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? Hey, just wanted to see what was going on the streams these days, or is it even working?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, well, guess who got fired from NHB yet again?
Well, at least you didn't quit.
I've never quit.
Gators! Bullshit!
I never once quit. Well, one time.
Yes.
One time.
Uh-huh.
I guess technically the first time was a quitting, but the time that everyone says I quit, I was fired.
Okay, Gators. So, what happened?
Well, for a month now, every time I bring up the Messenger program, it freezes, it crashes, and then I can't stream. I haven't streamed on NHB in a month now because every week the same thing happens. And, I don't even know if the staff list works half the time because I send emails like, hey, problem with the server, and I never hear anything back. So yesterday I sent another one saying, hey, we got to ever fix this, stream. And Rico replied back saying, well, I'm not getting any alerts of any problems, so I can't do anything. And that's all he said. And then I received an email, I'm no longer an admin on the Facebook page. And then I received an email, I've been unsubscribed from the staff list. So, it's typical Rico. It's easier to fire someone than to actually do any work to maintain the shit that you own.
Okay.
So there you go.
You got 86'd.
Oh no! I'm working another plan. I think you know what? I think it's time to kill it.
I don't.
Put a bullet in its head. It's done. Who's listening to the audio stream anyway? Hey, anyone that's listening to the audio only NHB stream, write in right now and say yes, hello. I am listening to the audio only stream.
Oh, Gators, that's not proof of anything.
Well, I asked Rico for numbers. He never delivered any.
Well, he's busy. Whatever.
You know what? If he's busy, then he should hand it over to someone else.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, well, me, Dune, me and Dune, you, me and Dune.
I don't know. I don't think any one of us would actually have.
Oh, wait. I got it. I know. Chicken fingers.
Mm-hmm.
We handed over to him.
I don't think he would want or have any interest in maintaining the server.
It's like viewing porn.
No, it's nothing like viewing porn. God, you don't have to lie to the man.
It's just like viewing porn.
No, it's not, Gators. In fact, that's one of the few things that it is absolutely nothing like.
It's messy. Fluid gets everywhere. It's just like viewing porn.
Okay. Except you also have a server to maintain, which I suppose you could also watch porn on.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's face it. The internet was made for two things. One of them is cat pictures.
Okay.
And our stream has nothing to do with cat pictures.
Okay.
So that leaves one thing left to be going through that server nonstop.
You mean aside from our drivel?
Well, stuff's practically porn.
Well, I got fired from Mixer because they decided that I broadcast pornographic images. I'm not quite sure where, which maybe is a testament more to my idiocy than anything else. I don't know.
Wow, I didn't think your face was that bad.
Yeah, exactly. Do I look like a butthole?
It could be.
Maybe.
It took a look at your stream and said, oh my God, bare ass on the screen.
Yeah, it's a fucking bare ass with a nose. God, that's disgusting. That is some hentai shit.
That is some weird, freaky ass porn.
Yep.
with the nose, and we're flagging that shit.
Oh, yeah. And the funny thing is, because I'm convinced they use machine learning for it, there's no review because it's Microsoft. Basically, if you trip the switch, not only will they not tell you how you trip the switch, I'm convinced that there's no way to appeal whether or not you actually violated anything.
Well, the problem is that they tried that, and I don't know if they tried that, but I remember one time I read a comment from someone that that job entailed reviewing flagged YouTube videos, and this person basically had to spend 10 hours watching a looping Nyan cat. And this is why we can't have nice things, because people do something stupid like flagging a 10-hour video of Nyan cat looping.
Well, yeah, that's one of those things where that's just bad people management, because the way to do that would simply be, get an algorithm and ask it if all the frames are the same. And if they don't deviate, you don't need to watch it for 10 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, is either you got to find a way to manually be able to review the majority of a huge bulk of stuff, or just accept the intelligence and fuck all you all.
Well, yes, but in practice, just like self-driving cars, what it's actually going to be is a little bit of both.
Yeah, but they'll go with the cheaper option, which is, fuck you, your face looks like a butt, you're porn.
Right. We're going to give ourselves over to our overlords.
Oh, we have already. It's happened.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's the thing. Like 10 years ago, if they mandated everyone to carry a tracking device, everyone would be up in arms opposing that.
Right.
Today,
give them smartphones instead.
Instead, they charged us a monthly fee for it, and everyone signed up.
Well, how dumb are we?
Hey, I carry one.
Yeah, you're not the first person to make such an observation.
Yeah, well, my life's pretty boring. They can have it.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, monetize at your own risk.
Go ahead, take my life. Do what you want with it.
Yeah, just don't expect any porn.
Yeah, well, don't check my browsing history.
Exactly. Or just don't tell anyone about it.
Oh, no, I don't want anyone looking at my browsing history.
Which is funny because I actually have a dedicated computer to watching crazy shit. It's only used once a week during ADHD radio. The rest of it,
It's the computer that Kevin sits at.
I will publicly discuss with anybody the porn that I watch, because honestly, I think it's one of those things that people shouldn't be ashamed of.
Okay, what's the craziest shit you've seen?
Craziest shit I ever saw was actually on this show when Kevin and I were, what was it like, Kevin? Was it like a pregnant chick who got like, what was it, impregnated by fucking spider venom or something? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He had just forgotten, and you just reminded him.
He's also, does he look or sound upset to you about it?
He's very quiet. So usually, like, you both have your own little separate dialogue going. And
Well, at the moment, he's looking at sports things, which is usually the only time he's ever quiet.
Sports porn?
No. However, that does bring up my favorite maxim that has pretty much come from the internet. If it exists in the world, there's porn of it.
Well, did you ever see the one with the teddy bear that had the hole cut in it so that there was a dick coming out of the teddy bear, so it was like a teddy bear porn?
Nope.
No,
I'm not sure.
My wife found that one and then deleted it immediately.
Do you file that under Muppet sex, or do you file that under furries? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, I know. It's a harder question than you think.
It's a little bit of both, but it was also very disturbing, and the fake cum was pretty horrific.
Oh man, fucking rubber cement. Oh, gross.
Yeah, it was I remember being very disturbed by it, and it wasn't just because it was a teddy bear with a human dick coming out of it. There was something more.
Right. It had nothing to do with the human dick coming out. Like, wouldn't teddy bear dicks also have fur? Maybe
Not
they
this one.
shave. Maybe they shave like your average porn star to make their teddy bear dicks look bigger.
That could be. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. However, they probably were lacking in proportion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was probably a larger dick than a teddy bear should have.
That teddy bear was quite well hung for a teddy bear.
Right. It was more than a tripod. It was a fucking baby arm.
It was. I think that was part of what was so disturbing.
Yeah. Got to keep the proportionality there. If not, there's no verisimilitude, and that sucks.
I mean, in this day and age of digital editing, there's just no excuse to not properly size your dick when poking it through a hole of a teddy bear.
Goddamn right. Seriously, what are we, fucking heathens?
I don't know. But I had a fun situation this past weekend, so I completely change the topic.
All right, you got 2 minutes because we got to get off the air. I have a client after the show.
This is such a great idea. This is a lot of fun to do. First thing you got to do is learn how to do the Rubik's Cube. Then, go to a flea market and find a table with an unsolved Rubik's Cube on it.
Oh, your life is boring.
No, so I pick up the Rubik's Cube because I like to do the stealth solve and then put it back down and then walk away. So
wait, Gators, you've actually taken the time to get good at solving Rubik's Cubes?
You don't know this?
Oh, no. No. There are so many stupid human tricks out there. I wouldn't put it past you. It's perfect. It is perfect, character. It's well in your character. But
how have we gone this many years of being friends with you not knowing I can solve a Rubik's Cube?
Gators, I don't know what you think about when you take a shit either.
Well, it alternates between porn or this video game I have on my phone. Oh, Toon Blast. Typically Toon Blast.
See, again, you're proving my point. Let's say, for example, you're in a bathroom where there are urinals that are uncomfortably close, and you have a problem like peeing a foot from another man. Picture Fidel Castro's face, and done.
I never thought of that.
Exactly, but the next time you do, you're going to figure out that I'm right.
So I go up to the table, I pick up the unsolved cube, I'm looking at it, and then the guy that's selling the shit on the table notices me looking at the cube, and so he thinks he's smart and goes, "Hey, if you can solve it, you can have it." And I was the last person he should have made that offer to.
Yeah, he's like, "Bitch, you don't know me."
So imagine the look of, "Oh shit, I think I just lost a Rubik's Cube," as all of a sudden my turning of the cube gets faster and faster. And it's like, oh, I think he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Well, he's going to figure it out right now. Oh, wait a minute. So you had this hidden superpower, and he didn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize he was going to, I thought he was busy talking to someone else. I was going to try to stealth solve it and walk away so he could discover a solved Rubik's Cube.
Gators, was this a misplaced childhood?
This some people got laid in high school. I figured out the Rubik's Cube.
Okay, so it was a misappropriated youth or teenage years.
Is it really? You say it like it's a bad thing to learn how to do the Rubik's Cube.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying you're right. A lot of people got laid, myself included. Some of us got into trouble with our cars. So what's so great about you, Gators, is that even your dirty little secrets are still quite innocent. And the funny part is that you're ashamed of them.
I'm ashamed of the Rubik's Cube? No, I'm proud of the Rubik's Cube. I'm ashamed of...
Now, you don't talk about what you're ashamed about, Gators. If you did, then you wouldn't be ashamed of it. God, I even have to tell you about that.
I'm not sure what I'm ashamed of right now.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure that there's something, and that to me is the silly part.
So you think it's silly that I'm hypothetically ashamed of something that neither of us have any idea what it is right now?
Yes. Oh, no, I have some idea, but the hell I'm going to say it on the air.
And I appreciate you for not saying it.
Anyway, all right, Gators. Well, we're at 6:06, so I got to roll. But please call in more often.
Oh, I will. It's not like I have a show on these streams anymore.
It gives Kevin a chance to look at Madden 2020. So there's that.
Oh, so we could see who's on the cover and find out who's going to have a bad season this year.
Patrick Mahomes.
See, he already knows.
Isn't that like a curse to be pictured on the?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's only been a few people who have overcame that curse.
See, why can't they just put John?
Arguably, Antonio Brown had a good season last year, but now he's on the Raiders.
Can't they just put Madden's fucking face on there?
You'd think.
Well,
I don't think they can use his likeness anymore, and then they're paying him a lot of money just to use the name.
Oh, because it's too expensive.
Wait. That ugly mug is too expensive that they can't afford it, but they can still pay for the name?
God bless America.
Apparently.
No, you know what it is? It got flagged as porn.
Oh,
motherfucker. Maybe that was it.
He looks like granny porn. God damn it.
Exactly. No granny porn. So the people still willingly be pictured for this, knowing the curse?
I don't think it's up to them. That's the problem.
They're there posing with a smile on their face against their wills. You can't see the person with the gun just off frame.
That does suck.
For an extra $20, you can play the game 3 days early. You can play it today. And I'm like, dude, $20 fucking dollars? Really? Like, I paid like $7 for last year's
Kevin, they're
game.
gonna make so much money.
Oh yeah. A
anything.
whole bunch of fuckers. Oh, 3 days early? Oh shit.
Anything to.
I could just go load my old PC football game. It's great. You pick like a move, and then you watch all these X's and O's animate around on the screen, and then you lose.
Oh, that's fun.
That sounds like a colossal waste of time. Much like learning how to get good at a Rubik's Cube. See, see how easy that was.
You know what's great? You take it a few steps further, because if you keep going up to like the 4x4 cube or the 5x5 cube, by the time you get to the 5x5 cube, you can do any size cube. And then you go buy like a 6x6 cube and a 7x7 cube.
And you realize you just lost $300 to your fucking fetish.
This is pretty funny right here.
And then you keep them on your desk at work.
Oh, Gators! Nobody wonders why you never got laid in high school.
You're gonna like
That's all I'm gonna say.
Gators, this is right up your alley. This story. Okay, so Clay County Sheriff's Office didn't have to put their trafficking skills to much use as they searched for a fugitive in July near Liberty, Missouri. The unnamed man, who was wanted for possession of a controlled substance, gave himself away by loudly passing gas in his hiding spot.
Oh, man. The fucking fart.
Deputies noted on Facebook, if you've got a felony warrant for your arrest and the cops are looking for you and you pass gas so loud it gives up your hiding spot, you're probably having a poop emoji day.
Yeah.
What advances discover lactose intolerance?
Probably having a shit day.
Yeah.
Passed gas so loud that they were like, oh, there he is. Whoop, there it is.
That does suck.
That reminds me of Robert Vallejo in the high school library. I walked in and I just hear this large fart come from the back of the silent room.
I love that farts have a size in your world.
The referring to a fart as a large fart is a common expression, but you are right. That is a little.
Isn't that silly?
Well, let's face what is fart but the passing of gas, and the gas does have a volume because you do pass a certain amount of.
Yes, Gators, an invisible fucking volume. It's not like it's a cloud that fucking floats by and you're like, that's a big cloud.
Well, technically it is a cloud. It's just not a colored cloud. But you can smell the cloud. Maybe the length of time.
Oh, Gators. Okay, that's like saying a big atmosphere.
A big atmosphere, yes.
No, Gators! Yes. There's no big atmosphere.
Some people will fart an entire atmosphere.
Okay, well, those people should have been employed in Auschwitz.
No, I think you would measure farts in ounces, wouldn't you?
No, Gators. You should measure farts in exactly 2 ways.
Actually, let's Google this, because I think there is. What is the average volume of a
Gators!
fart.
I know
This
you can
question-
make a volumetric gas calculation. That's not my point. Farts in practical terms have two ways to be measured: decibels and stinkability.
Okay. No, a fart is somewhere between a bottle of nail polish and a can of soda.
And
That's what the internet says.
Gators, that's not the point.
That's exactly the point.
You can't visualize a fart.
I'm thinking the big 20-ounce bottle of soda. Now that's a big fart.
Gators, that is a complete misuse of the internet.
Oh, Jesus.
You're right. This is not a cat picture or porn.
Correct. All right, we gotta go. I got shit to
Oh,
do.
by the way, Vamp, can you dump your entire show archive someplace for me to go over? I'm starting a podcast about the history of the station.
Hey, if you'll host it and give me access to it, then absolutely.
Yeah, I just need to schedule time for some extensive interviews with you, but we'll get into that.
Oh,
later.
you motherfucker! I knew there was a gotcha. All
I
right,
do all the work. You
get
just
off
answer
my
questions.
phone, you fuck.
Picking a piece.
Bye.
There's
God
a guy
damn.
from Britain called Ted Parrotman.
Gators. Kevin, we have to go. We have
I
shit.
know, but just
all
look at
right,
him.
all right. Oh God, that's gross.
Yeah, modified to look like a parrot. Tattooed his eyes, cut off his ears.
And he doesn't even look like a parrot.
Not really.
No, not even a little.
He
Like,
looks
no,
like-
seriously,
Oh, God.
he would be complete. He would scare the fuck out of any parrot. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Pretty fucking gross.
All right, that'll do it for ADHD Radio. Till next week, we're out. Peace, motherfuckers.
Bitches.